Hey, welcome guys, and good morning. We're going to be continuing our replay for Bartolo Cologne, the 2015 Bartolo Cologne replay. Interesting season. Mets made it all the way to the World Series. Cologne was 14-13. In 194 innings, he gave up only 24 walks. His ERA was 4.16. So we're trying to see how closely we can reproduce these stats using payoff pitch. And this is it moves pretty fast moving since the game lasts only as long as Bartolo lasts. Once Bartolo's out, I pull out of the game as well. If it's tied, he gets a no decision. If he's winning, he's winning. If he's losing, he's losing. And that's how we do it. In this particular game, let's look at the stats. Let's see, Bart pitches in this game. The final score is going to be 4-1. The Mets win it. So he pitches pretty well. And we'll see if he can replicate that. See what happens. It's going to be D. Gordon leading it off at second base. Let's go over that. Christian Yelich in left field. Giancarlo Stanton in right field. Prado at third base. Morse at first base. Ichiro, legendary Ichiro, left-handed hitting outfielder in center field. Real Muto, 2015, is a catcher for the Marlins. Andy Echeverria, shortstop, and then it's going to be David Phelps, the pitcher. Pitching card number 3. We're going to get started. Here's the first pitch. We're playing Citi Field, Queens, New York. Play ball. That's a 3. That's a tough, an 84. A tough 84 is going to take us into the out range. And that's going to be a ground ball. And it's to Murphy at second. 1 away. So the speedy Gordon is out. That's a positive for Cologne. Yelich. And that's a 9. That's a tough. And that's a tough 29. That's a strikeout. Strikes out Yelich. I believe Yelich won the MVP this year. So he's come a long way as a ball player. And Stanton, a 6, in play, 79. In play 79 is going to be a fly ball to deep center field. Ligaris running back and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Bartolo. Big sexy. 40 years old at this point. David Phelps is going to take the mound. He's a right-hander. He's going to be facing Curtis Granderson, journeyman Curtis Granderson. Been on a lot of teams lately. He shows up everywhere. And that's going to be a 9, patient 34. A patient 34 is a base on balls. So Granderson's known for having a pretty decent on-base percentage. His patient takes his time at the plate. But does strike out a lot. Juan Ligaris. That's a 4. Ballpark 85. An 85 right-hander is in play. We're going to pull a card for this. In play is going to be 62. So an in play 62 takes us to a fly ball to right field. Fly ball to right field. 1 away. And that's Giancarlo putting it away. Next is Lucas Duda. And that's a 7. 7 is in play. 86. And in play 86. It's going to be a ground ball second base. That may be a double play. Let's look quickly. No, it is not. So an 86 is going to be a fielder's choice. Maybe a 4-6 out. Throw to first, not in time. That is me see what's going on here. Out. Oh, I see what's going out. My mistake. Fielder's choice, 4-6. There we go. Second base, he's out. Forced out. All right. Michael Kadire with Lucas Duda at first base now. 2 outs. And that's a 5. That's patient. A patient 17. That's a ball 4. A walk for Kadire. And now it's going to be Danny Murphy, the mysterious missing card Danny Murphy. I'm using a homemade from the PDF because his card has vanished in the 12 or 1300 cards that you get with Payoff Pitch when I ordered 2015. And you have to put them into their own separate teams, which takes a couple hours to do. I have to go back through every team a second time around and make sure I didn't put him on a mistaken team, the wrong team. So, but right now, luckily, we can have the PDF, and they offered to send me the PDF, even though I had already purchased it. So that was very nice of them. I appreciate that, and he got back to me within the hour, which is pretty amazing. Really top quality, customer service. All right, so it's Daniel Murphy, pretty good hitter, batted .290 against righties, 13 home runs. And that's a 6, that's tough. 0-2, and that's going to be a strikeout. Okay, Bartolo comes back out. He's going to be facing Martin Prado, Mike Moore, and Ichiro Suzuki. It's a 2. That's a wheelhouse. 95 wheelhouse. It's going to be an out. Fly ball, deep left field. 1 away. It's a 9. That's a tough 60. A tough 60. It's a strikeout. And that's a 7 in play. 68 in play. 68 is going to be a line drive to shortstop. So Ichiro tries to go the other way, but doesn't get it by Flores playing short. So 3 up, 3 down once again. David Phelps, he's a former Yankee. And it's going to be Eric Campbell, third baseman. And that's patient, a patient 43. That's a base on balls. So I'll walk. Campbell had 5 stolen bases, caught 3 times. Next is Wilmer Flores. See what Wilmer did. I'm going to tap on his name. And so far, he's 3 for 4 this season. Not too shabby. And that's a 6 is tough. 45, a tough 45 is a line out to shortstop. One away, Anthony Recker. And that's an 8. That's tough. 21. A tough 21's a strikeout. 2 away. And it's Bartolo Colon, the batter. And that's a 9. 9 is patient. 0-5. A patient 0-5 and is going to be a ball 4. So Colon manages to get a base on balls by Phelps. Phelps isn't very happy about that. Colon is not known for his hitting. And here's Granderson. This is an in-play 65. An in-play 65 takes us to the out range. And that's going to be popped up to the third baseman. JT Real Muto stepping in the box against Bartolo Colon. It's in play 0-4. In play 0-4. That's going to be a double. Hustling into second is Real Muto. Echeverria. And that's a 9. That's tough. 41. A tough 41. Oh, it's going to be a base hit. I'm going to look at what happens there. Runner on second advances one base. It's a long single into the gap in center. So now it's first and third. They held up Real Muto with nobody out. And now we're going to see a bunt. And let's see, Phelps is a C bunter. We're going to pull a card. C bunter is they get the lead runner. So that's going to be Echeverria. They go to second. Real Muto holds. Not going to advance. It's not going to be a suicide squeeze or anything like that. They're going to hold Real Muto and they're going to throw out. It's going to be 2. Oh. It's going to be 2-6 to throw out Echeverria going to second. It's going to be a fielder's choice. 2-6. So now runner on third holds up. Runner on second is forced out. There you go. All right. So that's a failure there of the pitcher, Phelps. All right, so there's one out now. And it's D. Gordon. And that's going to be a 6. That's in play. A 62. And in play 62. It's going to be a fly ball to 7. And everybody, that's not going to be deep enough, so everybody's going to hold. Pulling out some charts just to get ready in case we need them. Okay. 2 outs now, and it's Christian Yelich. See what happens here. Bartolo Colon at 10. That's tough. 41. A tough 41 is going to be, it's hit deep into the gap, and Lagar is not going to make it there. It's a line drive into the alley in center field. All runners are going to score. It's a 2-run double by Yelich. Oh. 2-run double by Yelich is going to score both runners. And let's double check that. 41. So it's going to be a 10, which is tough, but in the Yelich's tough range, 41 is going to be a double. So that's tough luck for a good pitch, but Yelich took it into the alleyway for a double. Giancarlo Stanton now. And that's a 9. That's tough. 89. A tough 89. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Flores up with it. And that's out number 3. But the damage has been done. The Marlins scored 2 runs off of Bart here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's 2-0 Marlins. Now, Phelps had a 4.50 ERA in 19 starts. He was 4-8. He's going to be facing Lagares. That's a 3. That's defense. So I'm going to pull a card, see what happens. Defense error check on the third baseman. That's Prado. Prado is a 5 error. We're going to use the number we have here, a 25. A 25 in the error range. No. It's going to be an out. And let's see what kind of out it's going to be. Is it going to be a line drive? Blah, blah, blah. And 11. It's going to be a ground ball to Prado across the diamond. And 1 away. Okay. Lucas Duda. Duda's 0 for 1. He's into a fielder's choice. And that's a 10. In play 34. In play 34. No, against a righty. He's going to take you to the out range. And that's going to be a comebacker to Phelps. Phelps feels his position. 2 away. And that's a 6. Tough. A tough 37. Tough 37's a strikeout. So Kadire down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Phelps here. In the bottom of the third, we go to the top of the fourth, 2-0. Miami leading it. Bartolo's going to be facing Martin Prado. He flied out in his first at bat. And that's a 7. In play 35. In play 35 is in the out range. That's going to be a line drive to the shortstop. Next is Michael Morris. He struck out swinging. That's a 10. That's tough 49. A tough 49. It's a strikeout. 2 away. Suzuki 8. That's ballpark. 96. 96 from a lefty. It's going to be in play. I'm going to pull a card for this just to change it up a bit. 19. And in play 19 is a base hit single. So a 2-out single by Ichiro. Let's see if Ichiro is a threat to steal. You know what? We're gonna run with Ichiro, and our catcher record has a 4-arm. So Ichiro is a C base stealer. So a 4C. A 4C is a very good. We're going to pull a card to see if he steals second. Very good. Safe. So Ichiro steals second. And it's JT Realmuto. He hit a double. He's 1 for 1. And that's a 5. That's a tough. A 26. A tough 26 is a strikeout. So that's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. For the Mets, it's going to be Murphy, Campbell, and Wilmer Flores. Here's the pitch to Murph. It's a 3, defensive check. Let's see. Error right field. Stanton is in right. I'm going to look at his. He's a error 3. Error 3, we're going to use the 26, and error 3, 26. And that's going to fall in the error range. It's going to be an error by Giancarlo. And see what that means. It's going to be, the number is going to be a 10. It's going to be a single and a 1-base error on Giancarlo. So Danny Murphy singles to right, and Giancarlo drops the ball, allows Murphy to go to second. So first and second, runner on second now to lead off the inning. Nobody out. Murph is at second. That's going to be Eric Campbell. Campbell batted .210 against righties with 2 home runs. Going to let him swing away. It's a 10. That's in play. And in play 68 is going to be a fly ball to center. Ichiro there. Wilmer Flores, the batter. And that's a 10. That's in play 55. And in play 55, nope. It's going to be a fly ball to right. Murph holds. And Anthony Recker. At 105 versus righties. 5. That's patient. Patient 0-4. Patient 0-4. That's a base on balls. So Anthony Recker manages to walk. And now it's Colon, Bart Colon. See if he can help himself here. 6. That's tough. A tough 97 to strikeout. Colon down on strikes. So runners left stranded at second base. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error. And the Mets fail to capitalize. We go to the top of the fifth now. And it's 2-0 Marlins here in the top of the fifth. Bartolo, 5, tough 51. A tough 51 is in the out range, and that's going to be a line drive to the shortstop. And it's Phelps, the batter. And that's an 8. That's ballpark, 94. 94 ballpark. He's a righty. Yes, he is. It's going to be in play. What are we going to pull here? 45, and in play, 45. It's an out, kind of an out. It's a ground ball to Campbell. Up with it, fires it across the diamond, and gets Phelps by a step. Phelps hustling down the line on that one. D. Gordon with 2 out here in the top of the fifth. And that's an 11. That's defense. Defense is an error on the pitcher, Cologne. Cologne should be a pretty good fielder. He's a C2 range. Wow, okay. So he's a C2. Usually he's known for having pretty good range and really fielding his position well for a big guy. So we're going to look at this here. It's a 40, and he's a 2. And that's going to be an error on Cologne. On the pitcher, a 12. That's going to be a 2-base error. So Cologne throws it over Duda's head, goes down the right field line. Curtis retrieves it, but making it all the way to second is D. Gordon on a 2-base error by Cologne. So Gordon on at second here with 2 outs. And it's Christian Yelich. And that's a 6. In play 14. In play 14 is going to be a triple. So he slashes it down the line and rolls around in the outfield. D. Gordon scores easily. Yelich trying for third. Here's the throw, and he is safe at third. Triple for Yelich. Drives in another run. And it's 3-0 now. And Cologne can only go 6, so the next inning he's going to be fatigued. So he's probably going to get pulled after this inning. So see what happens. It's Giancarlo Stanton, and that's an 8. That's ballpark 27. 27 is going to put it in Giancarlo's wheelhouse. We're going to pull a card. It's a 1-75. That ball's out of here. A 1-70. Oh, it's a 90. All right, it's a 90. So Bart got really lucky. It's going to be hard hit ground ball right at Flores. He fires it to first for out number 3. Wow. Okay. Cologne barely got out of that mess. That would have been a killer. That 2-run homer. All right. We go to the top of the 6th, the Marlins. The Mets. Actually, the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. The Mets are up now. They're bringing up Curtis Granderson in the bottom of the 5th. And it's a 9. That's patient. 0-9 is a walk. Ball 4 to Granderson, his second walk of the game. And Lagares now. And you have a 6. That's tough. 42. A tough 42 is going to be a single. Line drive to left. Runner advances 1 base. All right, first and second. So the Mets have something brewing here. And it's Lucas Duda. Now, he's got good power. He could tie up the game. And that's a 5. An 8 is tough 45. A tough 45 to be a strikeout. So Duda down on strikes, swinging for the fences. Michael Kadire hit 9 home runs versus right-handed pitchers. And that's a 4. That's ballpark 18. And that's going to put it in Kadire's wheelhouse. And we're looking at a 1-24 for a 3-run homer, game-tying 3-run homer. And it's an 88. and that is going to take it into the out range, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball at the third baseman. It may end up being a double play, and it is. And I said it was a ground ball hit at the shortstop, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. 6-4-3 double play. Runner at second advances, but the runner at first is out at second, and that ends the inning. Tough one. Mets looked like they had something brewing there with first and second with only one out, and they had the power hitter in Duda, and then the fourth place batter in Kadire. But it wasn't meant to be. Now, if you look at Cologne's card, this is the interesting thing, what we're going to do here. He's 6 fatigue, so once he gets to the 6th inning, which he is in now, if he gives up more than 2 runs, he should be fatigued, and we have to pull a pitcher fatigue card. So we're going to pull a pitcher fatigue card, and we're going to let him go until he gets somebody on base, and then we're going to have to bring in a relief pitcher. Let's see. Here it is. So we're going to pull in a fatigue pitcher more. His ERA is 4 or more, and his strikeouts more. So per 9 inning is 0 to 590, and that's going to be Cologne. So this is going to be his new pitcher card, and we're going to see how far he gets with this. Martin Prado. All right, Martin Prado is flied out and hit a line drive. Bartolo Colon is on the mound as a fatigue pitcher now. And that's a 6. That's tough. An 83. Tough 83 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Wilmer Flores, to his left. Throws on the run and gets Prado hustling down the line. Michael Morse, there's one away now. Michael Morse is 0 for 2, struck out twice. And that's an 8. That's patient 59. A patient 59. It's going to take him into the out range, and that's a ground ball to second base Murphy. Murphy over to Duda, 2 away. And now with 2 outs, it's going to be Ichiro Suzuki off the fatigue pitcher card. And that's an 8. That's a patient, 61 patient. It's going to be a ground ball to short. And Wilmer has to let go of it quickly and just gets Suzuki at first. 6-3. So 3 up, 3 down by a fatigued Colon. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, see if the Mets can tie it up here to keep Colon from getting the loss. And that's a 6, tough 32. A tough 32. It's a base hit single for Murphy. So a tough 32 for Eric Campbell. And that's an 8. That's tough. A 9. Tough 93. It's a fly ball to left. 1 away. Wilmer Flores. That's an 8. That's tough. 53. Tough 53. It's a ground ball to third. That may be a double play. It is there. And it is here. 5-4-3 around the horn double play. So Flores hits into a double play. And we go to the top of the 7th now. Again, Colon is in there as a fatigued pitcher. Simply because he's given up 3 runs. Gonna probably pull him after this inning. Realmuto. It's a 7. That's a wheelhouse. A 39. A wheelhouse 39. a wheelhouse 39 against a right-handed pitcher is going to be a base hit for Real Muto. And that's going to be it for Cologne. I'm going to take a quick peek and see who they brought in this game. It was Jerry Blevins is going to face. Next batter is Echeverria, 8th place batter. So we're going to bring in Familia. Actually, you know what? We're going to bring in Carlos Torres. We're going to bring in Carlos Torres to try to get out of the inning. Carlos Torres. And he's going to come in there. Torres is it was 5-6 with a 4.68 ERA. He's going to pitch to Echeverria, and you know what? Echeverria's going to bunt. What kind of bunter is he? He is, I don't see where that is now. These cards, oh, it's a sacrifice 0. A 12, I'm not sure. Oh, bunt F. No, he's not going to bunt. Okay. That's a 7. That's in play 46. And then play 46 takes us to the out range. It's a ground ball to first. See if it's a double play. We roll the 7. That's a double play there. And it's a double play here. So it's a 5-4-3 double play. A 46 was, yeah. Oh, no. A 3-6-3 double play. 3-6-3 double play. So 1 pitch, 2 outs. And I'm going to keep Phelps in there. That's a 2. Tough 77. A tough 77 is a strikeout. So that's all she wrote for the game. It's 3-0. We could play one more inning to see if the Mets are going to come back. It's a pretty close game. See if Bart doesn't get the loss. So we're going to do that since it's already bottom of the 7th. And you never know. So I'm going to play this through. Usually we don't when we don't get the good feel. But I have a feeling the Mets have an opportunity. All right, let's see. That's a 4. That's ballpark 88 from a righty. That's going to be in play. I'm going to pull a card here. 0-4, and in play 0-4 is a base hit double for Recker. So Recker doubles off Phelps. Runner on second. Now it's the pitcher. And the Mets used pinch hitter Munio and Neuenhouse. So let's see which of those they have on their roster right now. Munio and Neuenhouse. I know they have Neuenhouse. I've seen him. Oh, actually, I may have them all because I did print out the extra players. Neuenhouse is there. Let me look at the extra players that I printed out. The fringe players. So Munio must be in this set. I have some Phillies in there. Mejia, Carlisle, Alvarez, Blevins. Let's see who I have. Murray. My God, I have a bunch of Phillies and some Bucks. Leather sick. Rafael Montero. Gotta look and see where Munio is. I may not have printed him out. I don't know. Keel Morris. Let me see the name there. Daniel Munio. Gotta look and see. Look through the set again. Let me separate the Mets. Mets. They stick together, some of these. Milwaukee, Reed, a Philly, Dustin McGowan, Murray, Adam Lowen, Dario Alvarez. And I'm going to have to look for Munio in the extra player set. Buddy Carlisle is here, Mejia is here, and Stauffer is here. All right. So we don't seem to have Munio anywhere. Nowhere here. Pretty sure I saw him somewhere. I don't know where. And this is the pitcher side. Double check that he's not lost in space sitting in this set in the bullpen. And he's not. Okay. So Neuenhouse is going to pinch hit right now. Neuenhouse is going to pinch hit against David Phelps. It's a 3-0 game here in the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Reckert just doubled. He's on at second base, nobody out. So let's get Neuenhouse. That's going to be a 9. That's patient 81. A patient 81. It's going to be in the out range. That's going to be a ground ball, second base. And it's going to be, runner is going to, let's see what Reckert is. According to the rules, only if he's a, only if he is a 7 does he get a chance to move to third. I don't know how much. He is a 7, so he's going to move to third on this ground at second base. Ground out 4-3. And Reckert hustles over to third. So Neuenhouse makes a productive out, gets him over to third with 1 out, and it's Granderson against Phelps. And that's a 5, which is a patient. Patient 20 is a base on balls. So we're gonna bring in a relief pitcher. Let's see who we got here. Relief pitcher for the Marlins. They brought in Brad Hand. Lagar's is a righty, though. I think Hand is a lefty, is he not? Let's take a quick look. Brad Hand. He's a lefty, so we're not going to bring in a lefty to face a righty. Gonna look, who's the next? Dyson. Pitcher Dyson, Sam Dyson. Let's see if he's in here. There he is. And he's a righty, so he's going to be coming in for Phelps to replace Phelps. Sammy Dyson. Going to have to write him in. He's not in here. Sam Dyson. There he is. Okay. Dyson's in there now. He's going to bat 9th. And he's going to be runs on first and third, so the tying run is at the plate. And that's going to be a 7. That's tough. 75, a tough 75 against a righty. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Ichiro, a few steps back, makes the catch. So Lagares gave it a ride, but never really got all of it. So Dyson's going to face Michael Kadire now. Michael Kadire batted .254 versus righties with 9 home runs. That's a 7. That's tough. 53. Tough 53. It's going to be a sharp liner into center. Runner advances 1 base. So that's going to score Recker. That's the first run. And Granderson with 2 outs is going to hustle over to third. And he's going to make it. If you're a 6 or better, which Granderson should be. And Granderson is, so he's going to make it to third. So it's an RBI single for, who did I say was up? Wait a second. Lagares, it was Lagares. What happened to Duda? Where did he go? Did I put him in the wrong pile? I missed the batter. That should be Lucas Duda at the plate. So we're going to have to look at this again. It's a 7. It's a tough. A 53. Oh, that's going to be a double. So we're going to pull that card instead of a sharp single. So that's going to be a double, a 53, a 753. A 7 is tough. 53 is a double. All runners score. So 2-run score off a double, a Duda double. Was not Kadire batting. My mistake. All right, it's a 2-run, 2-out double by Lucas Duda in the clutch. And next is going to be Daniel Murphy, who's now it's Michael Kadire. Excuse me. Now it's Michael Kadire at the plate. And you know what? With that lefty, we could have brought in a lefty pitcher, but now, all right. So it's 3-2. Michael Kadire, 2 outs. Lucas Duda takes a lead off second, and that's a 8. That's tough. A tough 71 is a ground ball to second. D. Gordon up with it, flips over to first, and that's the 3rd out. Go to the top of the 8th now. Top of the 8th, it's going to be D. Gordon leading it off. Carlos Torres is out of there, so the Mets are going to bring in, who's up now? It's D. Gordon is a lefty, so you got a bunch of lefties coming up. So now they're going to bring in Blevins. So D. Gordon is a lefty. And then Yelich is a lefty. So they're going to bring in Jerry Blevins. Jerry Blevins pitched 5 innings. So he's pitching here for them. He pitched in this game, actually. I think after that he was injured for the rest of the season. I'm not sure exactly what happened with Blevins that year. He's in the fringe players. So let's see what happens. Dyson is the pitcher. And okay. Let's see. Jerry Blevins. Okay, now we'll be batting. Now let's do that again. Let's go. Well, let's undo that. We just put Neuenhouse at pitcher. Now we want to put 9th spot, and we're going to look for Blevins. There you go. I put him in the 9th spot batting. Okay, D. Gordon. Blevins to Gordon. Top of the 8th. It's a 3-2 Marlins lead. And that's a 4. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't notice that. That's weird. For some reason, he doesn't have a lefty column here where he has the numbers. You see that? Doesn't have that. That's strange. Okay, so that's a 4. In play, a 26, and in play 26. And that's going to be a single for D. Gordon, who has amazing speed, so he's going to be going for sure. And he should be a base stealer. What? He's a C base stealer, C4. So he's going to be considered very good because he was caught stealing 20 times. So he's considered a very good base stealer. Not an excellent base stealer, but a C4. The 4 is for Wrecker's arm, and the C is for Gordon's stealing ability. So it's a C. So it's a very good. Let's see if he can steal the base. We're going to pull a card. And excellent, very good is safe at second base. So there goes Gordon. Here's the throw down, and he slides under the tag. So Gordon's at second. Christian Yelich. That's a 5. That's tough. 78, a tough 78 on the left side. Oh, you know what? We never looked. Yeah, it was about the same thing. Okay. Gotta look on the left side because we got a lefty pitcher. It doesn't even say he's a lefty pitcher up here either. Normally they have his age, and so he's missing information there. All right, so it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's tough 78. Tough 78 on the left side is going to be a fly ball to center. Holding it second is Gordon. And now it's Stanton, and we're going to bring in Familia to face Stanton. Jeurys Familia. I think this is the year where he steps in as closer because the Mets closer is suspended for using PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, and then Jeurys Familia after, and that's like the first couple of weeks of the season. I believe it's this season, and then Jeurys Familia has to become the closer. All right, so Familia is going to face Stanton. Here's the pitch to Stanton, and that's a 5, patient 78, a patient 78 against a right-hander. It's a deep fly ball to center, and Lagares, a few steps back, makes the catch. So Stanton got under that one. Gordon holds up at second, and it's Martin Prado. And that's an 11, in play 66. An in play 66 is going to be a fly ball again, shallow center. Let's do that. Shallow center. And that's all she wrote. So after the single and the stolen base by D. Gordon, failed to capitalize. Had a runner on second, nobody out. Did not get him in. So Sam Dyson is still in there. This will be his, I believe this is going to be his 3rd inning. Let me double check that. So we may have to pull him already. Let's see where he came in. No. Not his 3rd inning, it's his 2nd inning. Okay. So we're in the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Dyson. Dyson against Wilmer Flores. Three to 2 Marlins. It's a good game. And it's going to be a 5. That's patient 44. Patient 44 is going to be in the out range. And that's going to be aligned right at the shortstop. And we got Echevarria in shortstop. I don't know why he's not in there as shortstop for some reason. Okay, must have hit a button, pressed the wrong key or whatever. All right, so he's back at short. And Eric Campbell now should be up. Eric Campbell, he's up. 3 to 2 in the bottom of the 8th. 4, that's ballpark. 49, a righty. Ballpark 49 is going to be in play. 86 in play. 86 takes us to a ground ball. Shortstop. Echevarria. Across the diamond. 2 out. All right. It's Wilmer Flores. I think I had him. I mentioned that he had batted. So so he bats now. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. And what we're gonna do is, all right. Dyson to Flores. Earlier I mentioned it was Flores and it should have been Murphy. We're not gonna go back. We're not gonna worry about that. Tough 34. A tough 34 is a line drive base hit for Flores. Now Flores batted .251 versus right-handers. He singles here. So the tying run is at first base. And now it's Anthony Recker. Everybody's out of order here. I got the whole team out of order. And I know why. Okay, Anthony Recker now. And that's a 10. That's in play, a 35. An in play 35. It's going to be an out, ground ball to first. And that's Morse with it easily. Steps on the bag for out number 3. Okay, Familia is going to face Morse. Morse, Suzuki, and Real Muto. Let's make sure everybody's in order there. In the top of the 9th, it's a 3-2 game here. This is started by Cologne. We're trying to hold on, see if he doesn't get the loss, if the Mets can tie it up. It's a close enough game here. 8 tough, 20. A tough 20 is a strikeout. So Morris down, swinging. Ichiro hit a line drive, singled, and grounded out. He's 1 for 3. 10, Patient, 69. Patient, 69. It's going to be a fly ball to center. And we're going to put that here so we don't get confused. And Realmuto now. Realmuto is 2 for 3 on the day. That's an 8. That's tough, 0-2, and that's a strikeout. All right, go to the bottom of the 9th. I'm going to take a look at see who the closer is for the Miami. Oh, no, right. Let's see. It's not Dyson. Going to bring in a new pitcher for Miami. He's facing pinch hitter, Granderson, a lefty, and then a righty, and then another lefty. So we may see Hand. Hand didn't have any. Let's see who their closer was. I'm looking at the saves. They may have traded the closer, so you never know. But he would still be here at this point, at the beginning of the season. 32. A.J. Ramos was there. They're going to bring in Ramos as the closer. A.J. Ramos. He's a Met now, I believe. Unless they got rid of him. He was a Met last year and the year before. Throws from the right side. Didn't do all that well for the Mets as a closer. They expected more from him. But he was kind of up and down. He had some issues with control. Okay, so we're going to see a pinch hitter here. And let's see who we have. Who's going to be a pinch hitter today? For the Mets, who do we have sitting on the bench? Okay, it's going to be Ruben Tejada. Ruben Tejada is going to come and pinch hit. So Ruben Tejada is going to hit for the pitcher. It's a righty versus righty. Here's a pitch from Ramos. And that's a tough 45 against Ramos, and that's a base hit. That's a single. So Tejada's on at first, and that's going to be the tying run right there. So see what happens here. And the next batter is going to be Curtis Granderson. We're not going to be bunting. And that's a 9. That's Patient 97. A Patient 97 takes us to the out range. It's going to be a fly ball. Actually, yep, fly ball to right. And it's Lagares, Juan Lagares. With the lead is Tejada at first. That's a 4. That's Patient 44. Patient 44 takes us to the out range. That's lined, caught by the second baseman. Oh, gonna do that. They right in a line drive, and caught by a second baseman. Now it's a lefty. And we're gonna keep on Ramos, who's a closer. Here goes. Lucas has a lot of power. Power versus righties. Hit 20 home run off of righties, 230 batting average. So a 10 is Patient, and a 0-1 is going to be ball 4. So Lucas manages a walk. Tough at bat. And it's Michael Kadire now. Here's a pitch to Kadire. Tying run is second base. 2 outs. A 9 is Patient. An 85. It's going to take us into the out range. That's going to be a grounder to short. And he goes to D. Gordon for the flip and the force. And the game is over. 6-4. All right. Mets tried their best to tie up the game. They had the tying run at second base. They're in the ninth. But to no avail. So Cologne is going to get the loss here. The win is going to go to Phelps. The loss is going to go to Cologne. That's his second loss of the short season. And Dyson's going to get a hold. Ramos is going to get a save. Dyson's going to get a hold. And that's it. We're going to send ourselves the box score. Okay, now look at go to Team Manager and look at the stats real quick for the Mets and see what Cologne has done so far. All right, Cologne. Cologne is it's pitching stats. Cologne's pitched 15 innings. He's got a ERA of 5.28. He's an 0-2 record so far. He's allowed 19 hits in 15 innings. And he's given up 1 walk. In 194 innings, he gives up 24 walks, so that's pretty good. Anyway, that's the ball game. Let's go over the data real quick with you, just to say goodbye. And it's the Marlins win it 3-2. They scored 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Left 4 on base. The Mets squandered a lot of opportunities. They had 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 11 men left on base. So they had a lot of opportunities, but Phelps did a good job, and so did Ramos at the end there, and Dyson in between. So that's all she wrote for the Mets Cologne Big Sexy Replay. And next up, let's look and see who they have. Who they play next. Start number 4 is going to be the Braves here at Citi Field. So the Braves are coming in. We're going to play that in a little while. Thanks. Take care now.